Throw these on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What the word? What's the word? What's the play? My people, what is going on this Tuesday? How is y'all feeling? Everybody, gather round, gather round, gather round. Gather round, I'm a new fool in town, and my sign breaks down by the underground. Remember that? Come on, do it, baby. Dang, it say it's 50 degrees outside. Is that for real, y'all? Is it really 50 degrees? Is it really 50 degrees? Is it really 50 degrees? Yeah, what is going on? Sheesh. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So I got a good one for y'all today. I ain't gonna waste too much time on my intro. I get on here and I get to warming up like an old Chevy. Next thing you know, we be 20 minutes in. You know what I mean? Like, boop, it just happened fast like that. So we're gonna try and get things rolling a little bit quicker today. Let me check my soundboard real fast. Yep, boom. Yeah. All right, we good. We gone. I'm gonna do a thing. Speaking of takeoff, I don't like this Jay Prince business going on. I don't like the disrespect and misconstruement of a legend. You know what I'm saying? And a philanthropist and somebody that really done did a lot for a lot of people. And everybody want to ride a hate wave though. You know what I mean? It's so crazy how like they say no good deed goes unpunished because that's what it seemed like. It seemed like the people that really try to do something are the only ones that get any hate, and the people that don't really do nothing for nobody are always in the clear because they never do anything that can be criticized because they don't do nothing for nobody, you know? So it's a sad state of affairs, and I want to shed a little light on it, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do that, you know. But for today, we got a couple good ones, man. We got the a black business owner. You know, I've been talking about police doing crime and stuff. What I have dubbed personally police crime. You know, because it's like gang crime. You know, we got banking crimes and financial crimes, and we starting to get a lot of police crime. And I would like to define that as crime committed under the guise of police, and you got police jumping people, killing them. They starting to put together these little like gangs, like basically, yeah, gangs. They roll around unmarked cars, black hoodies, they jumping out whooping people, you know what I'm saying? And they pretty much protected by the law. They don't let you know they the law till it's time to, let me see, can I cuss, till it's time to whoop your ass. Then you'll find out, oh shit, these police officers all black, hoodied up, you know? So we're gonna talk about that police crime, and we got a story today where they took a black business owner and they like, he was an old man too, like 60 years old, damn near. They slammed him around and all that. And then you know, he was basically standing on it. He was a G about it though. And he was just like, man, y'all did this, y'all did that. And they like, you were doing this. He said, no, I didn't. He was like, no, I didn't. He said, I'm on my property. I'm just standing on my porch. Like he ain't get hysterical or nothing. Then he was like, call an ambulance. They ain't want to call him no ambulance. He like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call my own ambulance then. They took his phone out his hand and threw it and cracked his windshield on his car, throwing his phone at the windshield. So that's gang activity. You know what I'm saying? Y'all slammed this old elderly man to the ground, which could have been one of y'all granddads. And they talking to him like a kid and all that. Then they don't want to call him an ambulance. He tried to call his own ambulance. They throw his phone. And y'all got to think, man, a lot of these police is some young white dudes. They be like in their 20s with an attitude and a misconception about black life. You know what I'm saying? And they think they finna talk to their black elders any type of way. The black dude was standing on it, and dude told him, man, as soon as you come from the hospital, I'll be there to arrest you personally, like threatening him and shit. And the black dude was like, what's that supposed to mean? He like, I ain't scared of jail. What's that supposed to mean? I was proud. I was proud of granddad. He stood on it, right? We gonna check that out. Then we got another one where this woman is basically upset that You know, well, no, she not upset.
Anything that
I'm
has
put it like this. It was a woman where she was talking about like she had a long list of things that she was expecting,
indisputable,
in order to talk to a man or whatever, or to have a some type of decent, um, chance at a man being with her, and she just realized that man, it ain't the man. This my damn list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna get everything on this list, man, and I'm not finna be lonely and be dating this list and loving on this list and be spending Valentine's with my list of things I want from a guy, minus an actual guy. So she was, she came to a little awakening. I'm gonna play it. It's good. I think it's relevant, especially with today being Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And to everybody, to everybody, to that special girl out there, I love you. And Valentine's Day, I'm only thinking of you. Just so you know. Okay, yeah. So then we got this last one where it's actually about Valentine's Day. Um, and it's funny. It's just a little skit, and I want to play it, and I want to talk about it a little bit. Where dude basically talking about what you do the day after Valentine's Day, like with your side chick. You try and hurry up and rush to her house. You know what I'm saying, with some flowers and that story about what happened to you on Valentine's Day. I know a lot of times this man, I was in jail. This happened, that happened. A lot of dudes say they was in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't be trying to be in them pictures because they be selling that damn dream. You know what I mean? But it's sticky though. And speaking of Valentine's Day, man, I hope y'all enjoying y'all Valentine's Day. Hope everybody who in love, out there with some good plans, and I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy them chocolates, even the nasty ones that you don't want to eat. But yeah, with that being said, we gonna go on and get into it, man. So, I'm gonna throw the intro music on, get my analytical started, and then we gonna get into it. Mac World, let's go. daily. Let's go. What's going on with y'all, man? And today, you know what it is. It's Valentine's Day, man. You know? Will you be my Valentine, YouTube? Looking ass boy. Yep, so, it's some funny Valentine's Day stuff going on. A lot of funny dynamics. They say the day after today is National Side Chick Day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that is, but I think that's hilarious. Yeah, I know. I mean, but this is funny though because I guess been a lot of discussions even on the Breakfast Club about the politics of Valentine's Day and who do you spend it with if you've been talking to like multiple people and all that. And I was looking at this funny skit right here where dude was talking about like the day after Valentine's Day. Let's look at it. Let's go.
Pussy too good. I need that pussy. Ooh. Get that pussy. Come on, man. But it's our time now. It's your day. After Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Go home, Dizzy.
Shawty, you already know what's going on. Stop acting like that. I told you I was going to bring some flour. These motherfuckers still smell good, too. Come here, Shawty, now.
Where you were yesterday?
Oh, that don't even be doing all that. Shawty, come here. I told you I got you. Shawty, come here. You know that. Spicy.
Pussy too good. I need that pussy. Ooh.
Oh, that's funny as hell. So what's funny about that? Look, Kanisha, I see you. What's going on with you? I ain't seen you in a minute. She said not side chick day. Yeah, that's what they be calling it, the 15th. But what's so funny about that skit though is just I know exactly like, the thing about it is with me is this. I was raised Jehovah's Witness, right? So I didn't really celebrate a whole lot of holidays like that. I wasn't I never really celebrated a lot of holidays, but I know how serious some people take that shit. And especially something like Valentine's Day. People really look at these holidays as like a real expression of how you feel about them or whatever. Even though I feel like it's all cookie cutter, like it's all Hallmark, what they call Hallmark holidays, just made to sell them cards and stuff like that. But I feel like people really take this stuff to heart, right? So I know exactly how dude feeling like, man, you got the girl that you like. Well, I ain't gonna say I know how he feeling because I don't put myself in those situations, okay? But like you had that girl that you like, and if you with her and y'all together, like really who you with is who you spending money with. You know what I mean? And if y'all together like that, you're obligated. You're gonna spend that day with her. You know what I mean? You gonna spend that Valentine's Day with her. And on the flip side, shit, the next day, you gonna have some splaining to do. Even if you ain't with the other girl, she gonna have an attitude. So he at the door mad because he already know like any other time he'll be able to get in, but he going through a thing like, come on, man. He said the flower's still fresh, man. He said these motherfuckers still fresh. That's funny as hell though. But nah, I do feel like that's another thing that where I feel like I could never be a player like that. You know what I'm saying? In that sense of the word, because who wanna be juggling multiple women? You know what I mean? That don't seem like no damn fun. It seems more like it's way more trouble than it's worth. And I wouldn't do it, man. But that kind of bring me to my next topic, and we dealing with, and I'm trying to kept it a little bit relationship theme today, just a little bit, because the last thing is gonna be a little bit different. I had to keep it serious too, though. But a lady was talking about she was lonely. Let me see. She said it get real difficult. Kanisha, you a player. That's how you know so much. Somebody get difficult around the holidays. Nah, that's real shit though. I bet I could imagine that it do. You know what I mean? Everybody want, you know, if you say you with somebody, especially if you've been telling your family about this person, they like, I want to see this dude. You always talking about something important roll around. Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, you show up by yourself. They like, man, where Mr. Man at? You know, and you gotta come. He got locked up. You gotta push his P. You gotta push his lie and shit like that he pushed on you. So nah, it's funny. That's hilarious though. But you know, like I was saying, it's kind of the whole relationship dynamic, and within that, you know, keeping it within that theme to kind of bring me to my next topic, which is this woman. You know, she was I guess she kind of, you could kind of say she came to a realization, and she came to the realization that she had a list, like, a lot of girls that had that list where it's like, this what I want, this what I want, that's what I want. And you think settling is about getting everything on that list. You know what I'm saying? Or not getting everything on that list. When in fact that might not be settling at all. It depends on, how many things is on your list. And not only that, you just got to understand that nobody is perfect. So for you to have all these expectations of somebody and to treat them like they are just, the sum of your expectations of them, like either they the sum of your expectations of them or they just nothing, or it's like I'm done with them or just whatever. Like that's toxic. That's toxic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You think it's like some I'm not settling for any. Nah, ho, cause you want somebody, them same ones that be like that are the same ones that say, oh, you gotta accept me, flaws and all, flaws and all. You know what I'm saying? Flaws and all, I mean, I ain't planning on making no changes. I'm coming with a little bit of coochie, probably some neck bone, and you know what I'm saying, a whole lot of attitude. And they be wanting you to accept it, zero sum, right? And meanwhile, they got a list, and it be like, man, you gotta be this height, this weight, do this, do that, do this. I bet you could take some of their list and be like, hold on, baby, hold on, hold on. How can I even do this and do that at the same time? Two guns in the build, moderation gang on deck. Big tools, power tools on deck. So nah, I bet you could take some of these girls' lists and be like, how could I even do this? Both of these things at the same time. Like, I want a man that run his own business. I want a man that got a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could I have my own business and got a good job? You know what I'm saying? And it'd be stuff like that. Like, it's just two things you want. Like, you just want it all, You want to be able to go out to eat, but you want a dude that cook. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to have to go grocery shopping. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that, and you feel like, it's just anything less than getting what you want is settling. And I feel like that's a mentality for kind of setting yourself up for failure in a relationship, because people are people, man. Everybody is flawed. Everybody got things about them. And when you come into a relationship, I feel like the thing you should be trying to do with that person is y'all should be trying to grow together. Just think about it like, you know how they say your better half. It's not necessarily that the man is the better half or the woman is the better half. It's that both sides should see the other person as they better half. You know what I'm saying? That's really what that implied more than anything. Like, they should make up. They don't have to be like you. You shouldn't want them to be like you. You should want them for the things that they do that you want to do, or like the things they do that you want to do and can't do, and maybe they are capable of. Maybe, like they balance you out and stuff like that. But when you like, nah, I just want somebody that got it all. You know what I'm saying? You setting yourself up to be told this, and to be told this. And yeah, so let's get into it.
I wanted in a man that was on my list. Once I started dating, I realized that if he was fine, he was stupid. If he was smart, he was not my type. If he was smart and fine, he was a liar. It was almost like
Hold on, I'm gonna go back a little bit for y'all because I think like a little bit of the was cut off. All right.
It's not a requirement for me to take care of you.
a reality check I got once I was back in the dating scene was that I was not going to get everything that I wanted in a man that was on my list. Once I started dating, I realized that if he was fine, he was stupid. If he was smart, he was not my type. If he was smart and fine, he was a liar. It was almost like I needed to mix all of these different guys into one man so I could get everything that I wanted.
She wanted a hot dog party, you know what I'm saying? That's what she was looking for. But like that's the even that mentality, like right there what she said. She said it's like I had to mix all these different people together just so I could get what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play it. It ain't that long, so I'm gonna play it for y'all one more time. All right.
For me to take care of you.
A reality check I got once I was back in the dating scene was that I was not going to get everything that I wanted in a man that was on my list. Once I started dating, I realized that if he was fine, he was stupid. If he was smart, he was not my type. If he was smart and fine, he was a liar. It was almost like I needed to mix all of these different guys into one man so I could get everything that I wanted. But then I read a book, and basically the book was talking about that. It said you're not going to get everything that you want on your list.
No, you're
it's just not going to happen. And trying to look for perfection means that you are a narcissist. It talked about how we're attracted to people in 3 ways: physically, mentally, emotionally. So you need to pick your top 2. So basically, if you want them to be cute and you want them to be smart, then they probably don't have any emotional empathy. And if they have empathy and they're smart, then they might not be your usual type.
See, here's the difference between men and women. Men, we already know that we're going to have to make trade-offs in dating and in relationships. Women actually come to the dating market thinking that they're going to get to build a man like Build-A-Bear. They think they're going to be able to choose.
Hey, you funny as hell. Shout out to Thon Lexi, right? He funny as hell. But it's funny that he said exactly that. I was watching her part of the clip and I didn't really get to where he cooked on it. But that's exactly what he said. I'm happy that I did play that because that's exactly true. And I share that sentiment. We already coming in expecting to, make sacrifices. We come in expected to want to make a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they be coming in looking like, no, I don't want to change this. I don't want to change that. It reminded me of a funny episode of Martin that came on back in the day where him and Gina had finally moved in together. And like she was moving into his apartment, but she didn't like the stuff in his apartment. So like she was trying to change certain stuff and he was trying to keep certain stuff. And he was, Martin, he a Aries like me. So he fought back hard. Dude pulled all his hats out like he did a bunch of ignorant shit. But at the end of at one point in the episode, they had like 2 of everything though. You know what I'm saying? Cause they just couldn't decide. Like, don't nobody really want you to just come and upend. I think that's the word, UPHEND, like upend their way of life. Let me see what they say in the comments. Kanisha say, you're not gonna get everything you want in a man. Gotta sacrifice something. Absolutely. And then 2 say, I wonder why the smart dude isn't her type. Bro, that's exactly what I was thinking when she said that. When she was like, if he is fine, he's stupid. And if he's smart, he not her type. You already know why he not her type, bro. A nigga dealing with logic and you coming to him with some lists and some shit like that, that's like fairy tale princess behavior. That's what we call princess syndrome, right? And so she coming with this just list And you know, a lot of these girls was raised on like Disney princess movies, and you know, in the Disney movies, the princess, she could be in rags, she could be whatever, but the prince's whole goal is to save her from whatever situation she in, and just he just need her in order to be complete. So that's they got an idea of wanting to get saved. You know what I'm saying? On you know, some of that shit like that. Rick Williams, my brother, what's going on? The winning team that stepped in the building. So they got that pretty princess syndrome, man, where they think like, oh well, it don't matter. Like, you know how they've been taught with those Disney princesses. It don't matter what position you in. You could be washing floors for your stepsisters, and somewhere there's a prince out there just waiting to rescue you. You know, you up in the tower, head nappy. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere a man's gonna climb your hair, and he's gonna rescue you out the tower. Like, man, niggas out here working. Got temp jobs, you know what I'm saying? All type of shit like that. Driving, Uber, you know what I'm saying? Busting factory jobs down. It's gonna be a hard rescue, man. In 2023, that's gonna be a hard rescue. I'm telling you, that rescue mission gonna be like Die Hard. Yippee ki yay, yay, yo, ho. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the I used to say on there. Rick say some women want everything without giving nothing. Negative. He called her a negative ghostwriter. Damn. Hell no. I gotta use that one like she out here ghostwriting. And she said Two said she elaborated, said if she said if he's smart, then he ain't emotional. Then she did say something like that, like he'll be lacking some type of empathy or just whatever, however. I mean, and that's the thing. It's not really that it's just all these dudes. That's your mentality. Like, I can't get this from him and he doesn't give me. Who the hell is supposed to give you all that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we is out here. I told a girl this one time, y'all. Like, you know, too, that's my brother, man. So, you know, we be having a lot of different discussions about our relations and revelations as far as it go to dealing with girls over the years or whatever. And I had to tell this girl this one time or whatever, and I think I might even told you about this too. She was like, I mean, she was a bad little chick or whatever too. But she was talking about, you know, why we can't be together or why we should be together and why we ain't together and all that. And I got sick of her kind of hounding me about it because she felt like she was kind of pressing me and backing me into a corner, and maybe she thought in her mind I didn't have an answer. But the answer was just an answer she wasn't gonna like. And I told her flat out, I said, man, this the thing, dude. Like, you ain't never been nobody peace, and you ain't trying to be nobody peace. I'm the type of dude, like, that's how you get me. You know what I'm saying? You bring peace into my life. I said, you the type where you've never even thought about that shit. You never thought like, man, I could come into this dude's life and make his life better or make him, like, you know, bring peace into his life, bring balance into his life. No, you be seeing how your image look. I'm telling the girl this too. I'm like, you be trying to see how your image gonna look with that person. You be thinking about mainly no other girl having them. You know what I'm saying? All that. But you know, as soon as if you was to come over here, we was to be together, you are kicking up shit. You know what I'm saying? You is not coming. You can't. And they call it. I'm happy. Like, shout out to Gen Z and the millennials, man, because they come up with a classification for everything now. You know what I'm saying? And they came up with a word for it. They call it love bombing. Have y'all ever heard that phrase, love bombing? So they're talking about a motherfucker try to like love bomb. You meet a girl, she be extra nice. She be extra cool. She be trying to live the verse off of Beyonce, cater to you. I put your do-rag on. Like, ho, I got dreads. I don't even wear a do-rag. Talking about you gonna put my do-rag on and my slippers. I don't even wear slippers. I wear man thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I wear man thought Puma slit slides. Ho. You know what I'm saying? Talk about those slippers. You know what I'm saying? But nah, so you can't let nobody love bomb you. Let me see what my brother's talking about. Two said, if the average person employed in the factory worker is a factory worker by and large, that means by their standards, most men are not eligible. Man, so you want somebody that make what the top 12% of earners make, right? You just disqualify 88% of people. Rick said, we ain't together because I said we not together. You don't got enough value for me to make you my girl. Listen, that's the thing. Hey, but I did a show on this, and I want to know what y'all think about this, especially, you know what I'm saying, y'all too, you know, Rick and, you know, my brother too, you know, two people who I respect y'all minds. And I did a show about this, but and it kind of go with this topic. So I'm gonna see what y'all say, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna read it, right? But what do y'all think? I feel like nowadays it's a issue with men, in particular, black men having standards. I feel like they feel like we shouldn't have no standards. Like, you know, when we say exactly what Rick was just talking about, like knowing the difference between a girl that you should make your girl and a girl that you just trying to have some fun with, because it seemed like they want to have this mentality like, oh, I'm outside, I'm doing this and they think it's cute on the one hand for the other little hoes, like, you know what I'm saying, the other chicks, but then they get mad when dudes ain't feeling it and they feel like, oh, why y'all, you know, it's like, man, we don't like it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you can't, it's like it say in the Bible, you can't serve two masters. You know what I mean? You can't try to be inside and outside. You know what I'm saying? You gonna catch a cold, ho. You know? Keeping that dough swinging. Stop swinging my screen, though. Like your grandmama told you, slamming that screen, though, running in and outside. But no, so I feel like now a lot of issues that we have in coming from men having standards, man. Like before it used to be like, you know, they kind of set the standard and we kind of tried to meet the standard. But I think now that it's like, it's this song. Hey, y'all finna die laughing at me right now, but I don't give a fuck, right? It's this song that be coming on the radio, right? And this song becoming, and I see you too. I'm gonna get to your comment in a second. Interested to see what you got to say, right? So it's this song that be coming on the radio, and it's called what's the name of the song? I can't even remember, but it'd be like it's a chick. And she be like, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Yeah, don't play with it, just lay in it. Yeah. And she be like, I be like, ugh, dude, that shit sound harsh, bro. Like, I bet she be like, yeah, nigga. Hey, I thought you said you wanted some of this pussy, nigga. Yeah, come get it. What? Like, listen, what the fuck is going on? I be like, dude, who... And the beat sound like a drill beat, and she be like, fwa, fwa, fwa. Don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. I be like, man, listen, I'ma pass. I'm gonna pass on laying in that. Yeah, I thought you told me you wanted this pussy, nigga. Yeah, like, nah, bro. Nah, fam, I'm good. Let me see what it is. Let me see, too, say, honestly, it got to the point where you can't say shit about women at all, and it's insane. They talking about Rihanna's Super Bowl. They talking about Rihanna's Super Bowl performance. And then he say she pregnant, so she should be given an excuse. But it's like no one knew she was pregnant. We just know the halftime show wasn't shit, right? Ooh, good point. Damn, that's a good point too. Listen, so that's don't play with it, don't play with it. These hoes they getting harsh out here. You is not finna break my wiener. No, you're not finna do it. Yeah, thought you said you can handle this. Yes, like you like, come get it. I am not doing it, bro. Maybe I'm in my old age. I done got a little, my edges just smoothed out, but I'm not finna play with it or lay in it or none of that shit. I'm done. I'm not, I'm going that way. You know what I'm saying? But nah, so to make a good point, right? Just to rehash what he was saying before I get into this last clip. The last clip is a little bit a different topic. So that's why I'm taking some time to talk about these first two that kind of tie together in this Valentine's Day. So I'm getting what Tu said, because he made a good point about the Rihanna halftime performance. So a lot of people was talking about her performance. Okay, so I was joking watching the performance. We was all watching it. We at my sister's house, right? And I'm like, dude, Rihanna done got so much money that she don't even bother really performing no more. I'm like, she used to dance like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like now she do a 50 Cent gorilla unit two-step, you know what I'm saying? Shoulder shrug. She doing the gorilla two-step out there, like, you know, this ain't doing nothing out here no more. And so I remember joking about it. And so as we watching and they showing her more close up, because at first they showing it far back, because, you know, so you can see the whole stage set up in the coordination. So as they showing her close up, she got her coveralls unzipped and her stomach poking out. Now I know she had a baby not too long ago, so I'm thinking baby weight, you know, but you know, I'm in a house full of women. They could, man, they'll spot a crumb in your bed. What is this crumb? You don't even eat this. You don't even eat these type of donuts. Like, dude, they got the eye for detail out of this world. Until they need it for something else other than eyeing up another girl, or, you know what I'm saying, looking for evidence about another girl or something. But anyway, so they like, Rihanna pregnant. I'm like, Rihanna pregnant? Myself, I'm just a dumb man. I'm thinking, why would she be pregnant 50 feet up on a platform doing a halftime show? You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I guess she's rude girl, get it up, rude girl. Do what you want, rude girl. You know what I'm saying? I know if I was A$AP Rocky, I'd be like, Ike, you ain't getting up there with the child. Look, Rihanna, you're not getting up there with the child, Rihanna. You're not gonna get up on top of that stage, 50 feet up in that air, Rihanna, with the child. I be on my Ike with Rihanna, but she looked like she probably wearing the pants in that relationship, and he definitely wearing skirts around that motherfucker. But anyway, so the observing women in my family, shout out to my daughter, my mother, and my sister, they like, she pregnant. I'm like, nah. But then it turned out that she was pregnant. So then now it kind of makes sense why she not doing too much of nothing. However, like Tu said, do we give her a pass for that though? You know? It's like a show is a show. And if you know you can do the show and put on the show, that's one thing. But if we are swapping out, you know, maternal versions of our favorite female rappers and we still paying for it, you know what I'm saying? Then, hey, I want a refund on my ticket because I ain't coming up here to see, you know what I'm saying, second trimester Rihanna sit up and rock back and forth and shit. Let me see what Tu said. He said, right, she got the money and said, skip. Hold on, he got one before that. He said, the overall rhetoric from black women is everyone is wrong for criticizing their performance, but nobody knew. Man, I better not see none of that, bro. I ain't been seeing that sentiment, and I'm happy because I would be pissed off. I would want to throw my phone right now because ain't nobody know she was pregnant, especially not no man. We wasn't looking at her damn stomach. Get out of here with that shit. And then it said she got the money and said, fuck all this. You know what I'm saying? Putting on that performance. And then it said she dropped the baby 3 months ago, so everybody thought it was just baby weight, and that's what I thought. I thought it was baby weight. I wasn't thinking about it like that. Plus, like I said, why would she even do it if she was pregnant? And then he said, skip all that. She knew she was pregnant. She knew she couldn't perform on her own standards. So skip all the excuses. It's the sisterhood. And then right after that, Kanisha in the comments say she did good. Then Tu said, man, you better stay off Facebook. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I know if I go on there, I'm gonna see some standing out. You know, you got the combination of two things, Rihanna and motherhood. You know what I'm saying? They are going, you put them two together, nigga, that's a sisterhood bomb and shit. It's just gonna be one big period. Awesome, what awesome. Like, it's gonna be a big sisterhood bomb set off. You know what I'm saying? You got Rihanna in maternity. Nah, you can't beat that. Anything you say about any angle of anything involving that, you're wrong automatically. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I will say this though, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 and shit. Just, you know what I'm saying, me having to be me. I actually thought that the show, her halftime show was dope. But like I said, in the midst of that, I specifically, in the midst of me, you know what I'm saying? You know, we had a couple of the shrooms of mush and a couple of drinks. And so the show was going to be good to me anyway. I was going to enjoy myself anyway. You know what I'm saying? We eating African food. We playing music. You know, I was having a good time anyway, you know. So it was going to be good for me. But I actually enjoyed the halftime show. But like I said, I did comment about that. I said, man, she doing like, I was like, she up there dabbing damn near. Like, Rihanna ain't doing nothing. I said, she don't move her lower body no more. She too rich for that. That's what I swear that's what I said. And we was laughing about it. So, man, listen, ain't nobody know you was pregnant, Rihanna. Come on now. But I will say this, though. Like I said, I'm on the fence, man, because I feel like her show, her set was good. But her actual performance herself, like, you know, don't do that if you're pregnant. ASAP Rocky, you should have stepped up ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And things should have got rocky when she went up there. Listen, Rihanna, you're not taking the child up there 50 feet in that air, Rihanna. You're not going to do that with my child, Rihanna. But, you know, ASAP Rocky ain't got that in him. She was like, I got to go to, she was like, I'm finna go do the Super Bowl right now. He was like, wait, did you see my plaid skirt? She was like, nah, I'm out of here, bro. I'm going to holler at you. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Just lay in it. That's how ASAP Rocky got Rihanna tough ass pregnant. She was like, don't play with it. Just lay in it. And, you know, and forced dude to get her pregnant like that song that be on the radio. But, so gotta get to this last clip, y'all. And I kind of waited a second because I wanted to have a little fun, talk with y'all, all that. You know what I'm saying? Because this last clip pissed me off, dude. More police gangs. Let me see what Two got to say. He said the representation wasn't nowhere near the weekends. Yeah. Nah, you know. Ricky said, ASAP Softy. Nah, ASAP ain't doing, he not finna do nothing. Rihanna do whatever the hell she want to do to ASAP Rocky. He gonna sit his ass right there and talk about how he a fashion killer and shit or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You know, we different in Milwaukee, man. We is way different, you know. Shout out to Pippin Ken, man, and Iceberg Slim. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee, home of the legends, man. But I digress. And, you know, I got to get to my last clip, and I appreciate y'all for, you know, we just cooked on that right there. Because I love seeing everybody's different thoughts, like I always say on the topic, man. Y'all be giving me ideas for follow-up topics and stuff. So let me get to this last clip, though, where, you know, and it's actually a follow-up from kind of what I've been keeping up with throughout Black History Month. We've been having police committing a lot of crime lately, man. And I've been calling it, you know, the first thing to identifying something is to, you know, or to stop it something rather, is to identify it. So that's what I'm specifically identifying it as, police crime, like since the Tyrese Nichols situation. Because, and I'm going to define that for y'all one more time if y'all didn't hear earlier in the show. Police crime, in my definition, is basically crime committed under the guise of policing. So it's like things that would clearly be a crime, except that because you're an officer, for whatever reason, you are able to get away with it. So, for example, if I was to go out and, you know, shoot somebody in the back, clearly it's a crime. If I was to run them down, run after them, chase them, then shoot them, boom, it's clearly a crime. But for some reason, if I put a badge on and I run after somebody, I chase them down, they don't got nothing. Even if they, at that point, if they put their hands up in the air, boom, I could pop them in. For whatever reason, it ain't a crime. So we've been seeing, and I could show, if I tried to do something on that, it would honestly, and I swear to God, no exaggeration, it'd be too much material for me to cover. But we done had police laundering money. We done had police running prostitution rings. We done had police stealing evidence. We done had police scamming people. We've had police, we had one whole precinct, man. They was a whole rapey precinct. We had the one member, the officer, where he went to go see the family, and the father walked in and he was beating off, looking at the daughter, and then the father like, hey, what is you doing? And he called the supervisors, and and I'm pretty sure all they did was just reassign dudes somewhere else, And then, hey, shout out to Big Tool Gang and shit. Yeah, put a stamp on it. I said, he said I'm quoting Ice Spice. But no, I said, he said, according to phrase, police crime, hell yeah. No, real shit though. And it's gonna be identified hopefully as time go by, because as the days go by. But cause what it is, everybody be like, man, this happening. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. We always talk about black on black crime, and this dude, like a conservative dude, got up there, black conservative, and he's talking about black on black crime is like this, and why come black people don't care about black on black crime or whatever. He said, how come white people don't care about white on white crime? And then he was like, well, white on white. He was like, well, the statistics on black crime are this and that and the third. And then he said, okay, now tell me the statistics on white crime. And he was like, well, I don't really have that. And he said, okay, so what makes you only interested in black on black crime? Because statistically, if you did look it up, you would find that people commit crime with whoever they are predominantly around. So white people, crime against them is committed mostly by white people, black people, vice versa. But he said white on white crime is just called crime. Black on black crime is called black on black crime in order to minimize the value of it. You know what I'm saying? The victim was black and the perpetrator was black. They should have figured it out over chicken and biscuits. Like that's the mentality when you say black on black crime. But we gonna get to the bottom of how racist that phrase is years down the line. We ain't ready for that yet. We gonna talk about it years from now. But anyway, so they try to use those type of phrases and terminology to minimize when they do things to us. And that brings me to my next clip. Let's go.
Exclusive. Black indisputable exclusive. Black male business owner arrested by deputies in Texas on his own property.
This gonna piss y'all off how they did Granddad, y'all.
Here's the video.
But I ain't did nothing wrong.
That's fine. Like I said, we're just out here checking.
What are you checking on? What are y'all?
Hey,
what kind
I'm
of
talking to you. I already told you.
You told me what?
At this point,
Over
we're
here.
interfering.
Over here. Over here, you're getting put in handcuffs. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. Listen to the sergeant. I'm not going to tell you again.
Like I said, dude. That dude called.
Yeah, okay. You can run wrong. I'm not me. You got in the turn lane fast.
Hey, over here.
He like, I'm going in my house. I ain't finna play with your young ass. Then he try to snatch him up on his property.
You ain't gotta do all this.
No reason for it.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing.
Or now.
No, I ain't. I'm standing on my porch. I left. And you.
And he had every right to walk away because he wasn't under
I need
arrest.
an ambulance. I got a little rods in my spine, and you just said, I need a nurse. I need an ambulance. You calling an ambulance?
You don't need all this right now.
Calling an ambulance. Oh, we. You calling an ambulance?
Trying to call an ambulance.
Calling an ambulance. Oh, we.
They take his phone and throw it. It's so crazy, man. Like they treat our elders, our mothers, fathers, grandparents, treat them like dirt, and it be young ass people too. It be young ass officers, and that's because they a gang. You out there, you got the power, you got the handcuffs, you got the badge, you got the gun, you got the taser, the nightstick, you got the shotgun in the car, you got all the power. And you still got to find a way to try to abuse that power against a little bitty old man. You taking his phone, throwing it, doing all type of shit to the old man.
After he was slammed, there's another deputy that decided to do this. Here it is.
Sergeant, I need to lock up my business.
He trying to lock his business up.
I need to lock up my business. They say they can't hear me.
Just so you know, I'm personally going to come back and take you to jail. So remember me.
You call me, I'll come down.
Okay. I'll just.
Y'all got my number.
No,
Call me.
it's courtesy.
Look, so he getting released so he can go to so he could get in the ambulance. And the racist officer, the KKK cop right there, you know, because y'all know that's all this is the Klan, right? So the little racist little, you know, Ku Klux cop was like, as soon as you get out of, you know, the hospital, I'm gonna come with you to arrest you, or I'm gonna arrest you personally or whatever. And dude said, that's fine. My you know what I'm saying, OG said, that's fine, I'll come down there and talk to you. He like, I don't know, he's scared of that shit. He like, what's that supposed to mean? What?
Just so you know, I'm personally going to come back and take you to jail. So remember me.
You call me, I'll come down.
Okay. I'll just.
Y'all got my number.
No,
Call me.
it's a courtesy ride. It's a courtesy ride.
I'll come down there. It's going to jail.
I'll come say hi myself.
That's fine.
Okay.
What's that supposed to mean, man?
It means I'm going to come take you to jail.
So, but what's that supposed to mean?
Run the warrants.
He said, what's that supposed to mean? You know what I'm saying? Look, my OG standing up. He like, what is that supposed to mean? You know, they be wanting to be tough so bad, and he just talking to this man like he a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear, I cannot stand law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? It's some good ones out there, but my problem with the good ones is y'all ain't shit when the bad ones come around. You know, it's just like how y'all try and say every problem, social problem start at home. Every police problem start at the precinct before they come out, and the bad cops even get out and do all this and that. It's because the good cops keep their mouth shut just to fit in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got these officers like this, and these type of officers are the ones that get promoted, you know?
What's up? They not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be. But I mean, I'm asking him a question, but he said that he's supposed to
And they keep trying to mess with him. At the end, he was just like, you sure he needs a stretcher? It looks like he's walking fine. Like he just wanted to get some type of, like they bring so much emotion to the job, so much hatred, so much, you know what I'm saying? Like they despise you so much because you different than them. You're not from where they from and you don't look like them. They bring all that shit to work. You know what I'm saying? And they hate when they come across one and they think they be like, yeah, we got one. And they think they're going to play with you and toy with you and get you to react a certain way. But when you be too smart for the bait or you just know your rights, they hate it. They hate when you know your rights and they the law. Ain't that crazy?
Put up the picture for a mass. Once again, this is an indisputable exclusive. A business owner in Texas was arrested after he requested deputies looking for another man to leave his auto lot as he attempted to walk away on his own property, because you can do that when you're not under arrest, walks away, and then they place him under arrest. He's a 59-year-old black male slammed into an SUV. He then requests an ambulance. Ector County Sheriff's Deputy Patrick Gillis taunts and threatens the business owner. I'm going to take you to jail myself. It's a damn shame. Here's the man, Dennis Robertson, who stood on his porch as sheriff deputies asked him to step aside. Robertson says Ector County Sheriff's deputies rushed to his used auto lot after they received a tip that a separate man was driving erratically. He had nothing to do with that.
Shouldn't they be looking on the road for somebody driving, not harassing business owners?
With the man's driving incident, requested that the deputies conduct their investigation.
Look at this punk ass fake tough guy right here with his cop ass glasses and shit, with his arm sleeve tattoo. These be some thugs. These don't be no officers. These gang members.
Is demonstrating a constitutional dynamic. If the officers need to go upon private property in order to arrest an individual or to engage in investigation, they can get a warrant to do so.
Sometimes they let that racism and that fact, like, look how we looking at the black dude trying to intimidate him, and the whole fact that the black dude wasn't intimidated by him, the old black man wasn't intimidated by him, that's what triggered him. That's what set him off, and that's what made him, you know, forget about that he was on camera, forget the dude had rights and all that. So I'm guessing, you know, Unc gonna get him a settlement, man.
That's what judges are for. That's what they sign. And because of technology, you can get
They'll
a
throw
damn
all that out the
warrant in
window.
5 minutes.
All that training and everything, because they just
In the
so
body
angry
cam.
that you didn't
Deputy
respect their
Gifts
authority
asked him
when they
to
wanted to
step
treat you
off
like
of his
trash.
porch.
Look at that shit.
When Robertson turns to go inside his office, he grabs him and handcuffs him. Now, some people will say, well, wait a minute, that was resisting. No, it wasn't. That was not resisting. He was not
How
under
can you
arrest.
resist when you're not even
You
under
can walk away
arrest?
from the police. You can. Legally, they don't want you to do it. They get upset. They take it personal. They really get mad when you know the law.
And look at that
And you
fat
try
ass
to
Mexican
remind
officer
them
back there.
of it.
He back
Isn't
there
it
holding them
perverted
down. Mexicans,
that
some of them,
individuals who sign
it's
up
the
to be law
racist
enforcement officers do
Mexicans
not love the
and
law? They get
Hispanics
mad
are the
when you know
worst.
it.
They worse than the Klan.
insane.
They just about
Here's a
as
photo of
bad.
Deputy
They
Patrick
sit up
Gillis.
and they be trying so
Robinson
hard to
was
fit
circulating
in
around the neighborhood to complain
by
about the
being
deputy.
racist.
We have it as well. Okay?
And white
Robinson did
folks don't
file a
even like
complaint
him.
due to his treatment. This was back in October of 2021. It reads in part, I told him I was hurt and needed an ambulance. He still wanted to argue. So I told them I will call the ambulance myself. Then one of the deputies grabbed my phone from my hand and threw it. It hit the windshield of the SUV, causing a small crack. I am totally blind in my right eye and have metal rods in my back. And I'm handcuffed. I'm a handicapped, old man. And he slammed me to the ground, hurting me. Also, the tall white deputy stated he was coming with me personally. So now I am in fear of my safety and from the deputies. Who would not be in fear of a statement like that? You know, first of all, you're being arrested for absolutely nothing. They're on your property. You tried to invoke your rights. They ignored them. They're putting you on arrest. They're throwing your cell phone. And then they're saying things like, and I'm going to take you to jail myself.
Bullshit, man. Bullshit. You just gotta call it how I see it, man. It's hard having something in America, you know what I'm saying, for black folks, you know, because like I always say, they not mad at the thugs and the gangsters. They think that's lit, bro. Yeah, bro. They want you to be some of that shit. It be these people like this, the nice, calm, older business owner who knows his rights. That shit make them want to kill you. When you know your rights, you ain't out here committing crime, antagonizing your own people. You know, that scare the hell out of them. You know what I mean? I was doing something yesterday talking about the music and how the music changed and affected the culture. I'm going to end it with this too. I seen something called scam rap. And I'm like, scam rap? And it was like, yeah, it's a scam rapper named so-and-so. And I guess what it's just rapping about scamming. But this the thing, though. That's how they get us. And it always, like I said, got the footprint of corporations and following the money and corporate exploitation. You can't do nothing positive and they make that into a new rap genre. But you could do anything negative and they would try to brand that and resell it and resell it for consumption because, like I said, they sell black negative images to white America to make them feel better. And some black people perpetuate them themselves just to make white people feel better. You know, they know if they ain't even thugged out or nothing like that, but they around some white people that want to, their idea of a black person is a certain way, they'll try and act like they thug. Oh, that's ill, bro. Like, you know. So it's a lot of that, man. And yeah, that's how they know they can use our music to influence us. Cause how we got scam rap. Let you go out here giving out apple seeds and be rapping about it. They're gonna be like, yeah, apple seed rap. Even if your song banging. Nah, that ain't a thing. But you could be a scam rapper. You could be a trap drill, you know what I'm saying? Murder rapper, whatever, all that. And it's all cool. But got a little black on y'all at the end, man. Had to get serious with y'all, but I had fun with y'all today, man. Talking about the relationship stuff. Tomorrow, you know, is National Side Chick Day, so maybe I might follow it up tomorrow with some more black love topics. And yeah, I appreciate everybody checking out the show today. Shout out to my moderator too. Shout out to my brother Ricky Williams. Kanisha, I see you. Thanks for checking out the show. You know, everybody else, I be having all the lurkers watching. I be getting a lot of views, but then like when I check my view count at the end, I get a bunch of views. And shout out to the replay gang, man, to the people that don't catch the live, but they go back and watch it later, man. Y'all are the real MVPs, baby. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, tomorrow we gonna be back for Hump Day with some more topics. I just dropped a new video on my boxing channel about how Ryan Garcia looking a little bit, well, not even a little bit, he looking deflated since he started that random drug testing. I ain't putting nothing on nobody, but I'm saying we all talked about how big he was 2 months ago. And now that the random testing started, he looking way different. So drop a video on that. Yeah, check out my boxing content, y'all. Check out, you know, my other live streams. And shout out to all the content creators and everybody. And on that note, that's all I got for y'all. So until tomorrow, later. I'm out of here, y'all.